Yo, what's going on guys, it's Cynical and welcome back to another video. Just real quick, before we get into today's slice, I just want to say if it sounds like my voice is currently made out of saltine crackers, then I do apologize. I had a friend's birthday in the weekend and raving on, yelling, screaming is apparently not too good for your vocal cords, so I do apologize if I'm sounding a little bit croakety-croak in today's video. Hopefully by tomorrow it should be back to normal, but today for you guys, I wanted to talk about a really interesting and quite exciting Kingdom Hearts rumor that was circulating about 2 months ago, towards the end of May, May 27th actually, to be specific. On May 27th, 4 Disney-focused insiders, all of which who represent different outlets or who just simply represent themselves, all came out with some interesting little cryptic tweets and information towards a possible Kingdom Hearts Disney Plus series that is actually in production as of right now. This is something that of course we've wanted for quite some time, not specifically a Disney Plus series, but just all in all a Kingdom Hearts series to a degree, whether it be pre-rendered cutscenes or of course looking towards the anime side of things. I know for a lot of us we don't really want the whole live action thing, as I think that'd just be a little bit goofy or a little bit too cheesy for the setup of Kingdom Hearts. Now, as I was saying, these insiders all collectively came out sort of around the same time, within hours of each other, with all sorts of different posts, with finally 2 insiders actually confirming that yes, this is happening. Now, what I will say is this is classified as a rumor, this is insider information, and if you guys have been scouring around on the internet for quite some time now, you guys should know that insider information isn't necessarily always true. Sometimes it does turn out to be true, other times not so much. It is also nice to know that when looking towards some of these people in this community, some of them do actually have a pretty good track record. And again, considering that these people all represent different outlets, it's looking very likely that this information could potentially be true. So let's look at what was stated and then talk about it. So the very first tweet to start off this rumor was sent out by a user known as Daniel Rickman, who ended up posting a gif of Sora and Kairi crossing Keyblades from KH3 with a quoted question mark above. This was later on followed up by an even more reputable insider that goes by the name of Jeremy Conrad, who has a lot of focus in the MCU side of things, but being that of course it's owned by Disney, has also had some other things to do with Disney in the past as well, tweeting out a gif of Kingdom Hearts saying yes, it's true. This of course garnered a lot of attention, considering the fact that Jeremy Conrad is of course a verified user with about 92,000 followers. A few hours after, another insider that goes by the name of Vullian ended up sending out this tweet saying, "I was originally going to publish this as an exclusive article, so I'm just going to tweet it out, I think." She proceeded to say there is a Kingdom Hearts series in the works at Disney Plus. Disney originally wanted to make it, but that didn't work out, so Square Enix was asked to create a pilot using Unreal Engine. This series is most likely not live action, but CG animated. They're currently casting. This of course gave us quite a bit more context in comparison to both Daniel and Jeremy's previous tweets, as they were quite cryptic. And the final tweet that followed just moments after Vullian's tweet, which was posted by Skylar Schuller, who represents the Diz Insider outlet, he ended up subtweeting Jeremy's original post to do with the Kingdom Hearts gif, saying yes, it's true, and gave us even more context, saying being tagged in Jeremy's post, which is true, so here's what I know. Kingdom Hearts will be a Disney Plus series, not a movie. So, a series, not a film. It's animated CG. Disney voice actors are expected to reprise their roles: Jim Cummings, Bill Farmer, Tony Anselmo, of course Donald, Goofy, etc. All I know. And this was definitely the one to absolutely blow up, giving us the most context with garnering over 10,000 likes. So yeah, some pretty big information and some pretty damn big claims, all of which coming from 4 separate different insiders. All of which was happening on the same day. I guess a few people did know about this information, ended up seeing that people started to talk about this, so they started to kind of chuck their 2 cents into the ring towards what they knew. So at this stage, even though we've had rumors in the past to do with Kingdom Hearts series, nothing has really ever been as concrete as this, in the sense of multiple different insiders coming out that do have set certain different reputations. Again, insiders can stuff up here and there, but just seeing that it's coming from multiple different accounts, it's making this all the more likely. And with also considering the fact that with the recent release of Kingdom Hearts 3 back in 2019, with that game becoming the fastest and also best-selling installment in the entire series, there is no doubt that nowadays Disney are a lot more serious about the actual franchise, especially when it even came to the lead up to the game as well in the advertisement. It was just clear that Disney were so much more prepared this time around to endorse this game compared to any other previous Kingdom Hearts release. So with Disney now fully aware of the fact that Kingdom Hearts really is a profitable venture and that a lot of people really do give a shit about this series, I would say it's likely that a plan towards a Kingdom Hearts series of sorts started in very early concepts, probably shortly after KH3. Now, if all of this turns out to be true, then exactly what type of a Kingdom Hearts series are we in for? And what I mean by that is, are we going to be getting a complete retelling of the Kingdom Hearts story that we know right now, starting off with Kingdom Hearts 1 with Sora, Donald, and Goofy going through their adventures? Is it going to be something completely new and original? Or I know another idea that a lot of people are talking about as of right now and kind of do want to happen is a series based around the Kingdom Hearts Key Saga. As of course, the ease of access towards the story and lore of that game is kind of trapped behind that of a mobile phone game, and of course having to play hundreds upon hundreds of quests in order to just get one slice of story information can become a little bit tedious. So sort of translating that into an actual ongoing series would allow for fans to easily have access to the entire story of Key, which we do know nowadays is very, very important for the future of Kingdom Hearts. Now, with Skylar Shala claiming that the Disney voice actors are expected to reprise their roles for the likes of Jim Cummings, Bill Farmer, Donald, and Goofy, this would probably suggest that it is something to do with Sora's story rather than something completely new and original, or of course the Key Saga. I think all in all, that's probably what the most die-hard fans of Kingdom Hearts want. We've always wanted that story that we've been playing for so many years on end, but formulated into a sort of film or series-esque format. Though it would be cool to have that ease of access for the key idea, or of course something completely new and original, I think just actually having a sort of retelling of the story we already know with the characters we grew up and loved will probably garner a lot more attention than having something new and original with brand new characters, or of course the key characters. As of course, Sora is definitely one of the most iconic video game characters out there, along with Donald and Goofy by his side. It would just garner a lot more attention. Interesting too that apparently the series is going to be created using the Unreal Engine, obviously the exact same engine that was used to develop Kingdom Hearts 3, though Volian did state that Square Enix were asked to create a pilot using Unreal Engine, so whether or not that means that the entirety of the series will be created using the engine or just simply the pilot, for the basis of just having a prototype to basically see whether or not this is a good idea or not for Disney, who exactly knows. But I would say just with CG being thrown around all over the place, you know, pre-rendered cutscenes, it kind of seems to be that if this information is true, this series will be in a format just like the pre-rendered cutscenes that we see in like Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 3. Specifically in Kingdom Hearts 3, they look absolutely jaw-dropping. The CG has become incredible looking these days. I know initially when the game first came out, like the lighting and stuff was a little bit off, some stuff looked a little bit strange, but Square actually went back and touched up those pre-rendered cutscenes when of course they dropped the Remind update earlier on this year. Some of the comparison shots are absolutely jaw-dropping to see the differences. But yes, with just CG being thrown around, I would say the series will most probably end up looking like that. Honestly though, even if it isn't those pre-rendered CG cutscenes, more so like actual real-time in-engine scenes, like most of the cutscenes we see throughout KH3 running in real time, I honestly wouldn't even mind. Kingdom Hearts 3's aesthetics are honestly up to the point of looking so close to the movie counterparts when we look at the likes of Toy Story or of course Tangled. It's quite insane. So all in all, I'm looking really forward to this, if of course it turns out to be true. Again, at this point, it's a bunch of insiders coming together, all kind of following one another, saying yes, 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 feeding off of each other's information and whatnot, basically saying that yes, what that person is saying is true, I've heard the same from my sources, etc. But of course, again, insiders aren't necessarily always true, so please take it with a grain of salt. Only time will tell if this is actually going to be a thing. Now guys, in the comment section down below, please do share your thoughts and opinions towards what you think about all of this. Do you want a Kingdom Hearts series? I would love to know. Alright guys, I'm Cynical, hope you dudes are having a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.